What up? What up?
Are you
This
whispering?
here. Yeah, I whispered like Nicki Minaj.
You whispered like Nicki Minaj. Oh, okay. Yep,
Anyway,
fascinating
this
stuff.
this is Weeknights. We're
And
5 days a week. We come up here and we talk some shit. And we're gonna talk today. Just for a little bit, or probably our usual length. Who knows? But first, thank you
Mhm.
for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And shout out to everybody who's been liking and commenting. Whether you love us or hate us, we appreciate you either way.
Either way,
And who is we? I don't know. Let me see. Who I got with me today? Let me see. Who you be?
Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the King of R&B.
AKA Mellow Vibes.
Very mellow today. I'm sure it'll pick up.
Got it. And I am JD, AKA He Who Pods, AKA
Are you one of the Dumb Kings?
No, I'm not even a prince. I'm just He Who Sips.
Oh, he who sips. Oh, well, that's the next Super Bowl commercial. Gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? He Who Sips. Holler at me, Duncan. I will gladly just be in every store sipping on a latte. You know what I mean?
And she will sip too, because teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
Call
That's
us.
right. Word. All right. Let's
Yeah.
talk about teamwork.
Who's gonna work?
Viola Davis
Mm-hmm.
and her production company are teaming up with some other companies that I don't know the name of because I'm not a good journalist. But there's some teamwork happening, and Viola Davis and her production company will be helping produce what they're calling Afro anime films and shows.
I love this.
I think this is interesting. It makes me think of Boondocks. I almost wore
Mm,
a Boondocks item, but I'm gonna save it till I got a cut because I'm looking wicked.
okay.
And a shave. Ooh. Anyway, um, yeah, this is pretty interesting. I think this is cool. Like I said, it immediately made me think of Boondocks. I
Mm,
could see kids and adults scrapping
yeah.
with afros and braids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll pick out.
Teenagers with the big baggy clothes. You know what I mean?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
But also samurai warriors kicking some ass.
That's cool too.
I envision just black flyness.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty badass. I don't know a lot about anime.
Me
I gotta
either.
be honest. This is interesting though. I like what's going on here. And maybe the anime folks, the people who are into that will, give their opinions in the comments, but I think it's a good look. I don't
Yeah.
know. I probably should have done a little bit of research because I don't know as far as anime goes. Do you know? Is there like Afro anime? Does that exist? Like, is that a common genre?
I don't think so.
This is the first time I've ever heard of
The
it.
only ones I know that are pop culture, technically Boondocks. They
Mm-hmm.
throw little sprinkles in there, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what this is, but they throw little sprinkles in there.
Yeah.
Um and I remember something called Afro Samurai that was really popular, and it was like at that time the only popular black anime that I know of, but I am not an anime connoisseur. That's my boy Nestor's department. And perhaps another day we could have Nestor come on here and enlighten us.
Yeah.
But
That'd be cool.
no, I personally don't know any Afro anime
Yeah.
that exists. But again, that is not my department. So maybe tons of it exists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But what I do know is we're gonna have Viola Davis's
Mm.
involvement. in some moving forward.
I think Viola Davis is super talented. Um,
Yes.
I think she's really intentional about the work that she does and about the projects that she chooses to work on.
Yep.
So that's why I'm excited about it. I mean, I don't know if it would be something that I would be interested in watching just because I don't know much about anime,
Right.
but I do think that um, opening or expanding her reach beyond uh, the standard movies and shows that she may have done in the past. This just seems kind of outside of the box.
Yeah.
So I think that's really interesting and really fun. And um, you know, we see a lot of famous people, whether they're in the music industry or movies and TVs. Sometimes, you know, trying to experiment beyond what we're used to seeing them doing, and I like it. I enjoy kind of watching them explore and figure out what works for them, what doesn't, or just hone in on their interests. I didn't know this was something that she even had on her radar. I've never heard her talk about it or anything like that. And again, as I said, you know, I'm sure that people who are into anime, if they find this, will have opinions on it. And please put it in the comments, what you might expect from a project like this, or whether you want a project like this or not. Because I think
Right.
sometimes when we know more about something and we're into something, sometimes we have negative reactions to people stepping outside of what they would normally do. Like maybe there's a take that says she's not the right person for this. I don't know. So I'm really curious what people have to say about it. And I'm really curious to see what she comes up with, just because I'm intrigued. You know, it's not something I would have ever thought about before. So
Right. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I'm curious to see what it looks like. I'm willing to give it a chance.
yeah, I would watch it. I mean, I could be convinced to watch most things. So, so you know, just off of this is interesting, and I know nothing about this. Let me learn something, or let me expose myself to something different. But yeah, I could be convinced to watch it. I just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I would make of it. Because it's outside of my wheelhouse. But looking forward to when that comes out, just to be able to see what that will look like, and um, you know, how she tackles that project. Yeah,
Right.
sure.
I dig it.
What
Pulling
else we
up
got
our
on the
next
docket?
topic. That's why I threw the specs on to pull it right up.
Oh, you had to look it up. Well,
But I want to play some audio.
oh, you want to play audio? Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it.
So trying to see who's this. All right. So Rohan Marley
Hmm.
was on Drink Champs, and
Family of Bob Marley.
correct. I don't know who he is. I'm not. I don't want to lie to you.
Okay.
Uh. Oh, okay. So this is also on his page. So Ro Marley is his handle on Instagram,
Hmm.
and he put up a post. First of all, we'll start there and then go backwards. He put up a post yesterday that says Bob Marley movie breaks box office record on its first day, ends theater drought. Bob Marley One Love breaks a notable Valentine's Day box office record on its first day in theaters, helping curb the sour 2024 box office.
Hmm.
And that is the article is from screenrant.com.
That's great.
So that's interesting as well.
Yeah.
But this is the audio I wanted to play. He was on Drink Champs, and he has some things to say, so I just want to play them real quick.
Hmm.
Here we go.
He saw and Kingsley himself he's so point on as an actor. You know what I mean? He makes an actor playing football, but to be able to tap in and reach that level, well, it's truly impressive, bro. Right. And we love that. And this film, as you said, it's really a family certified, family made. All right. You know, Ziggy, Sedella, Mama Rita, the entire family, myself and Steven, you know, we're always there to support all the brothers, sisters. Right. So it's really a family and thing, as well as my dad's friends. The sons of the musicians are playing their dads. Oh, I didn't know that. A lot of it's a lot of cast is Jamaica, man. And then again, the amount of people that were able to like get a job in Jamaica because of the movie. Yeah, because of the movie was another good thing. We're proud of that. So he's still working from heaven. He's still working from heaven. Oh, day long. And King.
All right. So there you go.
He says it's his dad.
Yes, he did.
I didn't catch it the first time I heard it.
It's all right.
But yeah, that's okay. So he's one of Bob Marley's sons.
It's one of the many Marleys.
There are a lot of them.
Hey, listen. The good book.
Yeah, a lot of kids.
The good book says
more than 10. Be fruitful and multiply. Is that what you're about to say?
There you go. That's what their book says.
Yeah, I'll tell you off pod about a Uber driver that I met today.
Was he a Marley too?
No, but she said something similar to be fruitful and multiply, but that is not appropriate for this podcast.
Well, we leave that there. Anyway, there you go. One of Bob Marley's children. I was about to say descendants. That's not what he is. He's a child, direct lineage. So there's Bob Marley's son speaking about the film, saying that the family was involved and is in support of the film, that this film was able to give jobs to Jamaica. And even further than that, that some of the people who are in the film are actually playing their parents.
That's cool.
That's super fly.
Yeah, I like that. I really want to see this movie. I wasn't sure at first when I first saw when I saw the initial trailer. I just felt like the initial trailer was poorly executed. In my opinion, I mean, I'm nobody, but I felt it was poorly executed because when I saw the second one, I was like, "Oh, I think I want to watch this. This looks actually
sometimes that happens.
Really interesting."
And honestly, I think the film companies do that on purpose. I think the first one is to kind of just give you a small taste, and then as you get closer, the trailers get better and better and more revealing because they want you to be salivating as you get to release date.
Yeah. So I am very much interested in seeing this. I mean, I grew up on Bob Marley. Like my parents played him all the time. So, you know, I think it would be really interesting to learn a little bit more about his life. I know we always talk about the family being involved because I want to speak to the interview that you just played. I know we always talk about the family being involved and how, nervous it makes us when that happens because we don't know if we're going to get the real. So I've been seeing a lot of good reviews, a lot of reviews that say that it does give kind of a nuanced depiction of who Bob Marley was. So I hope that means that they allowed, some liberties in his story where we can really learn about what kind of man he was and, the great parts about him, but also maybe there were flaws that,
those human parts.
Yeah. So I'm curious about the movie. I've been curious about the movie for several weeks now. I also think it's cool that this was the film to kind of break the box office curse, if you will, since there's been some problems with the numbers lately.
Right.
So I think that's pretty cool. And bringing jobs to Jamaica, I'm not mad at
Right.
anybody bringing jobs to the Caribbean, okay?
Right.
Because
Yeah, that's super fly.
that's distant cousins. So I'm just that makes me feel good. I love when things come full circle, and that to me sounds like a true full circle moment. You took it to Hollywood, but you brought it back to Jamaica. So
Yeah, that's super fly. Plus playing your pops or your mom, like that's really cool. Like
yeah,
that extends the legacy, right? Like just to
right,
be able to say like, yo man, my dad played with Bob Marley. They
yep,
was homies. They was on tour. He was there at the hospital after he got shot or whatever. I'm freestyling.
mhm,
That's all fly.
mhm.
But to now say I played my dad, I got
That's
movie
pretty cool.
credits, I got residuals coming.
Mhm.
Yo,
Yeah,
that is super fly. So I think that's really cool. I'm also always in support of giving more jobs to our people, especially when you film somewhere,
yeah,
hiring the locals. Um, and yeah, I think it helps when the family is in support of a biopic. But I also got that skeptical side where I'm like,
yeah,
so now what does this mean? And we'll see because, like, you know, some of the other biopics have been really good. We've seen some not so good ones, but I think the theatrical release biopics have been pretty good.
yeah.
So, which we spoke about recently.
We have, yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm curious how raw this film is gonna be.
Mhm.
How much of the real we're gonna see, and I'll probably check it out. I got AMC A list. I mean, honestly, I feel like I have to watch it. Like, it's Black History Month. It's Bob Marley. Like, now we saw it. Saw, heard, whatever. But we got this clip now. Now it's
Mhm.
like, all right, I gotta go see it. Like, I mean, now I really gotta like go see this.
I'm
So
surprised because I said to you a few weeks ago, I was like, yeah, I'm really excited about this Bob Marley movie.
I'm not
And
excited about it.
I know.
Yeah,
That's so that I'm surprised now that you're like,
I mean, it looks
maybe
cool,
I'll
but I
go
feel
see
like
it.
it's my responsibility to see it. If we're, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, yo, I can't wait to go see this. I don't feel like that. But I do feel like I have a responsibility. Like the Beyonce movie. I wasn't gun ho about going to see Beyonce, but I felt like as a black dad with a black kid, I gotta take my black daughter to go see the Beyonce movie. Like I felt like I was obligated. So
I,
yeah, and
I
I don't know
still have
much
not
about
seen
Bob
it.
Marley. I'll be honest. See, I'm on the opposite side. Bob Marley was never played in my household.
Hmm.
So this might be a situation like when I saw Bohemian Rhapsody. When I saw Bohemian Rhapsody in theaters, I ain't know most of those songs. And the ones I did know, I didn't know they was Queen. I just know We Will Rock You and was like, oh yeah, I know this one. Yeah, I know this one. Oh, that's how they came up with it. That's really cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, and so now, me and my daughter listen to Queen. So sometimes that's what I
Hmm.
like about the biopics too. It kind of gives you a fresh look at things. And
Yeah.
even if you don't know the people that the movie's about or the intricate details, now you kind of like, now I kind of want to go listen to some of that. And so who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe that's what'll happen. Maybe I'll go watch the movie and then I'll be over here bumping Bob Marley. You know what I mean? I shot the sheriff, but not the deputy. You know what I mean?
Not the deputy.
Not the deputy.
And no, don't worry
Be happy.
about a thing.
That's right. Every little
Yeah.
thing's gonna be all right.
Every little thing's gonna be all right. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. You might be put on to some of the tunes.
Right. Big
So
tunes.
yep. I'm not gonna say it again in the way that you said big tunes, and I immediately wanted to go big tunes.
Yeah, that's why I was giving you the alley oop. You know what I mean? I was waiting. You know what I mean? Or I thought he was gonna say, yeah, man. Something.
No, because I'm actually not Jamaican, so I
I
try to
know.
stay in my. I try to stay in my lane. Then they'll start talking about how I'm not really Caribbean and all
My
kinds of
old
stuff like that.
supervisor, my old supervisor, older Jamaican dude. Anytime he used to say something, I'd be like, yeah, man. And he'd be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that.
Right, right,
It's so funny.
right. Family.
Right. I used to do that just to
That's so
he'd be like,
funny.
hey, You going to the store to get coffee? I said, yeah, man. He said, yeah, I like that. I like that energy. Here, get me this. I need some of this. Thanks. Bring it
Yeah,
back.
that's
But
funny.
anyway, yeah.
That's funny. But
Speaking of funny, okay, I didn't want to cut you off. It looked like you was about to say
no,
something, so I
I was
paused.
waiting for you to say it.
Oh yeah,
Speaking of
speaking of
funny,
funny, the very funny Katt Williams, who has however many specials he said, 12 or 19, 107, I don't know, whatever it
mm-hmm.
was. I think it was 19.
Yep.
He is having another special. And this one will have a twist. This one will be
Mm-hmm.
live,
On Netflix.
allegedly.
It's a part of the Netflix is a Joke Festival.
Yeah.
I forget exactly when it is, but it's later this year.
May, I want to say 9th. I
And
got the info. Hold on.
yeah,
You keep talking while I
and
pose it up.
Netflix will be streaming it live.
Right.
Which we'll see because Netflix has tried to do live programming before and it has
And
gone to
it
hell.
didn't work out too well. Oh,
So
May 4th.
I would
Oh,
imagine May 4th.
that's a holiday at my house. May 4th is Star Wars Day.
I know, I caught it.
Come on, man.
That's
May
why
the
I said,
4th,
oh,
May the
I
4th
shook
be
my
with you.
head.
You know what I'm saying?
um, but yeah,
Ha! My old supervisor just texted me, no joke.
that's funny. That's
So
funny because you
funny.
just talked about him.
Yep. Now I
You
gotta
gotta
let
let
him
him
know.
know.
Send him a clip of this. Anyway, yeah, so May 4th, it'll be live streaming, I guess you say. I don't know why I
Yeah,
took the
it'll be
specs off.
streaming
I should have
live, but
just pulled that up too.
I don't have faith in Netflix. I mean, it's been a long time, I believe, since, well, I guess, okay, Dave Chappelle worked out because Dave Chappelle was live, right?
Yeah, it was like a premiere type of thing.
Oh, it was right. So maybe Dave
They've had
Chappelle was
issues
not
before with
exactly the
their
same, but yeah, I get a little nervous with this because the first time they ever tried to do
it
a
crashed
live
bad.
stream,
It was Chris Rock, no?
no, it was Love is Blind.
Oh, see, I didn't even know. And
It
that's why I
was
didn't know.
it was Love is Blind. They tried to do it on a Sunday. I remember, I think I was traveling too, and I went online, and all these people were furious because it was supposed to be a live stream of the reunion episode.
Oh, that's a bad one to live stream because people be ready for those reunions.
Oh yeah, that wasn't.
Some people care more about the reunions than the show themselves,
I
show
don't know.
itself.
I don't know who approved live streaming the reunion, but it didn't. It like never came to pass. They had to postpone it until I think the next day. I think they still recorded it that night. They still filmed it that night, but we didn't see it until the next day, if I'm not mistaken, because it had to be redone without the live stream and edited, and it was
Yikes.
just it was a mess. So I think that they've made improvements since then because I don't think that's the last thing that they've done.
Nah, they did Chris Rock.
Right. So that's what it was. It was Chris Rock. I was saying it was Dave Chappelle. It was Chris Rock that they did live, which I thought was really cool because then they did the after show, which was live as well, and those two things did really well as far as the actual stream goes. So I think by May they'll have it. I think it'll be
Sorted out.
fine. Yeah, I think it'll be fine, but I just feel like no one ever forgets that time they tried to watch something live on Netflix and it went incredibly wrong.
Yep.
So yeah, but I think this is cool for Katt Williams. Good for him. I mean, he's buzzing right now. It makes a lot of sense. I would totally, if I was Netflix, I would totally want to be doing this
Absolutely.
because everyone's still talking about Katt Williams,
Yes.
and he's kind of, and I think it's probably great for the Netflix as a joke special as a whole, festival as a whole, because I think he ignited something in other comedians.
Yeah.
So that's only going to make it better as far as I'm concerned.
Agreed.
So yeah, I'm curious about. I say I'm curious a lot. I'm a
Yep.
very curious person, but no, I would love to see what um, how this goes and what kind of impact he has, because I'm sure in May we'll still be hearing about someone who said something off of what Katt Williams kind of spread around at the beginning of the year. So I don't think it's going away anytime soon. But
No. And stuff like this keeps him fresh and keeps him
hmm
in the news cycle and keeps him in our thoughts,
yeah, yeah,
So, yeah, it keeps him relevant. And it's very smart of Netflix. I totally agree. Smart business move to say, hey, you hot? Let's jump on it.
hmm yep, yep.
Now, let's go to our last and main topic.
Main topic?
I think so. This might be the next 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
Well,
so. Bend that ass over.
hey.
Sorry.
Watch your mouth.
I forgot.
Watch your mouth. Got kids around.
We're not doing that today. Yep.
Well,
Sorry.
actually, I'm sure my kid has heard the song 1 and 2. We got to discuss it. So let's discuss it.
Let's discuss it.
Drake just dropped uh the video
Yep.
for what's it called? Dance for Me?
No.
What's it called? The official title.
Rich Baby Daddy.
Oh man, look at that. See? I don't even know. Shame on me for that. Yeah, he just dropped the video for Rich Baby Daddy.
Yep.
And it's 6 minutes and change.
Yep. Including
And
credits at the end.
including credits.
Yep.
So you brought it to my attention. So go ahead, man.
I mean,
Tell them what you think.
I just thought, what's not fun about what's not fun about Drake, SZA, and Sexy Red making home movies? I didn't know what I was getting. I saw a little clip of it. I didn't realize that they were like simulating her having the baby, the Sexy Red having the baby. But I saw a clip of it the other day where it was just the scene, the part of the video where um SZA is like helping Sexy Red pack a bag, and Drake is fooling around with the camera, and they're like, "Could you turn that camera off, please?" And I was like, "What is this?" And then underneath it says Drake drops video for Rich Baby Daddy, and I'm like, "Is this really the video?" And as it turns out, it is. The video is a home movie.
Yeah.
It looks very much like a camcorder video that all the camcorders that all the dads had that they used to take to like your school plays and have at the birthday parties. The camera was shaky. Drake's hand is not steady. Okay. He was. I don't think he was manning the camera the whole time, but I believe he was manning the camera for some of the time. And it's like I always have to tell my niece when I'm on FaceTime with her, I'm like, could you just not move? Because all you see is the camera going like this and here, and we're like on a ride somewhere at Disney World or something. So that was one of the things that stood out to me. But I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I don't even know if it's fun, but I thought it was funny. I was just like, this gave me a good laugh. It was too long though. I also didn't expect to see people twerking in the hospital. That got me. I was like, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You hated it?
I was letting you go. I haven't said a word yet.
I'm asking you.
Did I hate it? No, I did not hate
Yeah.
it. I have a few different perspectives. My first perspective is as an artist, mission accomplished. Great job, Drake. He wanted to make the home video of the baby daddy excited that the baby's coming and celebrating. And he did that. It
He
looks
did
just
that.
like all the videos that we've seen throughout our years on this planet. It looked like something someone our age has seen before.
Yeah.
Uh, Now Drake's 22-year-old fans, they probably like, what the hell is this? But
Right.
I ain't 22, and that's not what we're here to talk about.
And what is a
Mission
camcorder?
accomplished. That's the first and foremost. Great job, Drake. Mission accomplished. Got to give props where props
Oh,
are due.
that's nice coming from you.
Hey, I'm listen. I could see the vision he had. I
Yeah.
could see the storyboard. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
he didn't do like Miss Westy, but we could see what he was going for, and the
Right.
mission was accomplished. So great
She
job.
definitely has a more sophisticated mind.
Sure, but we never even saw that video. Another conversation we
I
already had.
I
But
know. I'm
anyway,
just joking.
but yeah, and that's the first thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So that's hard to do as an artist, to have a vision and say this is the vision, we're gonna bring it to life.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do. I've been there, and that don't always work. Sometimes it'd be like, man, we was right there and people love it and it's good enough. Other times you'd be like, man, I don't even know if we should put this video out because we didn't even come close to the mark. You know what I mean?
I
Like
can understand that.
we got 2 out of 10 with this one.
Yeah.
So that's first
I
thing.
agree.
Props to Drake for that. Now, nothing about this video was rich.
That's what I was confused about.
This was more middle class baby daddy.
All right.
What?
No, I agree with you.
If you told me without watching it, yo,
Mhm.
Drake just dropped a video for Rich Baby Daddy, I'm like, oh, we about to see the $53 million mansion. All right. We about to see him
You
in the
right.
Lear jet.
You right, because I also thought to myself, whose cousin's house is this?
And we about to see the super fly swimming pool I keep hearing about that's better than everybody else's. But we didn't
Right.
see that. We saw like, a random home in the suburbs, which is fine. I'm not hating. I already said mission accomplished, but it wasn't rich. So it was that was interesting. The second thing
I agree
is,
with that, yeah.
throughout the whole song, we hear the hook saying, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. And nobody had their hands on their knees.
That bothered you.
I'm a little confused. If you
You
do a
just
video for the song where you constantly are saying, hands on your knees,
hmm
hands on your knees, I would think all throughout the video, there's hands on knees. Now, I'm going to give them a
Okay.
slice of grace here, because the
hmm
young ladies who were twerking in the hospital hallway, if they put their hands on their knees, it probably would be an X-rated video because they had very little clothes on. Or rather, I don't want YouTube to come at me, so let me phrase it this way. Their dresses and skirts were not very long. And
hmm
so if they bend over and put their hands on their knees, we'd have got a much different kind of video. Third thing I'm going to say is, I love SZA, and here's why. Maybe I just got a different mentality, but I feel like, in the words of Nori, in my mind, this is how it happened in my mind. Nori says that a lot on Drink Champs. In my mind, this is how it happened.
Right, because he just be making up stuff just to get people to talk. But that's another conversation.
Another conversation. But
It's
in my
smart,
mind, this is how
but
it happened. In my mind, they were shooting a video. Drake was doing the camcorder thing. And SZA was like, okay, but when my part comes, get that fake ass camera out of here and bring the 4K camera for when I do my part. Because the whole video changes the moment SZA's part
it
starts.
does. It does. It
All that
does.
camcorder shit and like low quality shooting is over. It's a 4K camera, it's the whole screen, and she's doing her thing. And in my mind, that's what SZA said when she showed up. She's like, yeah, no, they told me the treatment for the video. All that shit is cool. But when my part comes, none of that shit can happen or I'm not doing the video. That's how it happened in my mind. You know what I mean? In my mind.
I mean, she's a Grammy-winning artist. I don't
Yeah. And she's serious with the lip outline thing, huh?
like lip liner.
Yeah. That's her thing.
I
Because
mean,
she
a
had
lot
it
of
for the Grammys and she had it again in the video.
you don't like her makeup. You don't like her mouth makeup. I don't.
I'm just saying,
I
I'm
shouldn't.
asking.
It's lip makeup.
I'm not judging. I'm asking, is that her signature now?
I
Because
don't know.
I've seen it twice in a row.
Well, then maybe she is signing off on it.
That's what I think. Because she definitely had it with the Grammys, and I
Mm-hmm.
peeped it real quick in the video too. I said, I seen it.
All right. Well, you got to watch out
Um,
for it again. See if you see it again.
yeah, definitely. We'll keep an eye out. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What else I got to say about the video? Too long. We don't need credits on the screen for another
No,
2 minutes.
and
Um,
playing whatever that was at the end because the
yeah,
song switches
the song switches for the
for the
credits.
credits.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
We didn't
didn't. I
need
didn't need
that.
that.
Um, what else? What else? What else I gotta say? 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 That's really a cool concept.
I really like
Um,
the concept.
it was cool.
Probably didn't
Um,
cost too much either.
no, this video was damn near free.
Yeah,
The most
exactly.
expensive part was renting out the hospital room and hallway.
The most expensive part was getting those three people together on the same day at the same time.
Oh, I don't think that was the most expensive part. But anyway,
I mean, they're very expensive people, is what I'm trying to say.
sure. It was smart using the fact that Sexy Red recently had her baby
Yep, very
and
smart.
making that, the video while she either, I don't know if this was shot before or after, maybe in pieces, but she
Yeah,
had the belly. Then you see her at the end with the baby. They give her the shout out. That was very cool.
yeah,
That was very cool. Um, but now as a consumer, as a person watching a music video,
yes.
I didn't need any of this.
Okay. I mean,
It was
mu-
it was it was like it was like okay, that was cool. It was entertaining. I'll say that.
that's all music videos are. It's a way to sell the music and
Okay.
entertain you. No?
Valid point. I leave it there then. Oh, I got one more
Yeah.
thing to say,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm done. You know, I said it a lot of times, and we even said it here, and I want to reiterate.
Mm-hmm.
More and more,
Mm-hmm.
we see low budget, low quality, very simple music videos from big artists.
Yeah.
And this has nothing to do with podcast listeners. I just want any artist who's listening to realize you don't need $100 million budget to
No.
shoot a video today. Today, you can get Drake to just hold your camera and be shaky.
All you
I'm
need is a
being a
bit of
jerk and I'm being
creativity.
silly. Oh, oh. Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, great.
Is
Somebody
it
just
sexy
came
red?
through bumping the latest of the reggaetons. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Um, Anywho, yeah, you can just have the homie hold your camera or get a tripod and, do something simple. I ain't giving you out a treatment for free, but my point
No,
is
don't.
there's a lot of pressure in an artist's mind of, man, my video has to be like this. My
Right.
video got to be like that. I think no longer. I think in 2024, you just need a visual.
And a solid idea.
I don't even think that. I think you just need a visual. Like,
I think the idea helps. I think the creativity helps. I think it was creative what they did. It might not have cost a lot of money or it might not have looked high quality. Um, but I think it was a smart idea.
yeah, I started with that. I'm saying that it's a very simple, low cost, not really, I mean, intricate video. It's very simple.
Yeah, I agree
You know what I'm
with you.
saying?
It was very simple. but to the point. Well, except for
Yeah.
the rich part.
Yeah, there was no richness. I don't know what happened.
No. Mm-mm. She should have been okay. I won't give away my.
No, come on,
I was
talk.
gonna go down a whole flight of because I'm just thinking she could have been in the rich man's house with her friends over and they just kicking it, but he not home because he on a flight somewhere or something, and they cutting up and twerking or whatever it is they wanted to do,
Putting their hands on their knees.
putting their hands on their knees, and then her water breaks. And so very similar to what it was, but just
Rich.
but just rich. Yeah.
Like the title of the song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
But
it?
yeah.
No other thoughts on the video?
No, that's it. I mean, I thought it was cute and they did what they came to do. It just makes me laugh. I just thought it was so funny. But other than that, yeah, no. I think that's it for me.
All right, then that's it for us.
That's it for Weeknights this week. We'll be back on Monday.
Hopefully. No, I'm just playing.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Yo, it's a holiday. We don't get the day off? Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right.
All right. Joke's over. Back to being serious. We will see
Weeknights
y'all
is a joke.
Monday. Huh?
I said weeknights is a joke.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yep.
I see what you did there.
I'm not at my best today. But
I'm trying to get us out of here. You won't
okay,
let
let's
me.
go. Let's go.
Sheesh. We will see y'all on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.